The following video is produced by University of Vermont Extension. For more information, visit uvm.edu/extension.
At Kimblebrook Farm in North Ferrisburg, every day starts with a plan.
Because we have extra out there.
No, it's going to go, yeah.
One thing that owners J.D. and Cheryl DeVos weren't planning on is that their farm would be named the 2011 Vermont Dairy Farm of the Year.
It was hard for us to even accept this. And when they came and interviewed us, we said that we probably shouldn't be Farmer of the Year.
We're definitely not a perfect operation. I don't know that there is such a thing. Some days you run around here with everything coming apart and you really don't feel like any kind of an outstanding dairy farmer. It is a nice recognition. I'm grateful for that. You know, it does make things feel worthwhile. I do think this is a great farm, and I think that we're not the only ones that make it run. All our employees help us. Couldn't do it without them, and we're one of many great farms, basically. Yeah.
Kimblebrook Farm is a certified organic dairy farm comprised of 800 acres and a herd size of 235 animals, making this one of the larger organic dairy farms in the state. J.D. grew up here. He spent some time in the trucking business before coming back to the farm. In 2005, the DeVos's transitioned from a conventional to an organic dairy operation, and now they're about to make another change. This time, it's not about how they produce their milk, but who is going to sell the milk they produce. We're going in the milk bottling business, and that is part of our next step. We're going to set up over in Heinsberg in the old Saputo cheese factory. It's a big undertaking. We've got some equipment together. We've got an installer lined up. We're hoping to start having milk in a bottle. We're going to do glass and plastic by this fall. It's difficult to rely on just putting milk on a truck and having it go away, and you're at the mercy of the buyer at that point. Now there's all kinds of things you can do on the farm to change your inputs and your expenses, but there's not much you can do on the other end of it. And I'm not sure that it's the easiest way to diversify the farm, for sure, but it's the way we've decided we're going to go.
For the past 3.5 years, we've put a lot of effort into a feasibility study for the milk bottling plant that we're thinking about putting up. Not thinking. I've been doing this so long that I keep saying that. But we actually, next week, we're going to start tearing walls out and pouring floors over there. We've just been trying to make sure that before we went into it, that it was feasible and that our business plan was really solid.
I think it's a pretty innovative idea.
Travis Marcotte is the executive director of the Intervale Center in Burlington. Through the Intervale Center's Success on Farms program, a part of the Vermont Farm Viability Enhancement Program, Marcotte worked with the DeVos's to develop a business plan that would create a value-added product from the farm's milk.
A lot of the work is really in understanding how they're going to put all the pieces together. You know, how are you going to process, where, how much is the new facility going to cost, who's going to run it. So the DeVos's did a lot of work themselves, and so from my perspective, that's the key ingredient, is having the management capacity on the farm to basically take on a new business. So when I met with JD and Cheryl, I mean, it felt like if there was anyone who could succeed at this, it was going to be those two as a team.
There are other smaller organic creameries and other milk distributors in Vermont, but given the ever-increasing surge in the public's demand for local food, this may be the best time to introduce a local organic product into the marketplace.
I've got plenty of people that come up and say, why in the world would you want to take this on? But we've just had a lot of tremendous support from everybody. This end of the county, into Chittenden County and Heinsberg. It's the idea that it's right here. The cows are right here. It's a place that they can come and see not only where the milk is being bottled, but they can see where the milk is coming from.
There's enough people out there that really truly believe in this. Local working landscapes is what they're really looking into, and they can see that the dairy industry is not doing well, and they thought that this was a good investment.
As of 2011, there are less than 1,000 dairy farms in Vermont. There's no question that Vermont's dairy industry is going through a transition. The DeVos's feel that this time of change is a time for new opportunities and new ideas as they look towards the future.
I think that the face of farming in Vermont is changing, and it's going to continue to change. I think it's going to be more difficult to just milk 100 cows, put the milk on the truck, and send it away and take what they give. Sure, dairy is still always going to be a large part in the state. I'm absolutely sure of that. I think everybody has to keep their eyes open and take advantage of what opportunities come along.
I think both of us are people that we thrive on change. We don't like things to stay the same, and we're always trying to do something new or better, and if you don't do something, you don't survive.
For the DeVos's, changing with the times and having a plan of where they want to go and what it's going to take to get there is why this farm business, make that businesses, is the 2011 Vermont Dairy Farm of the Year. In North Ferrisburg, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.